back in my ends, off from the back, why? Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like...
First up, we have the... It's Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that...
This bout is...
Not too many seats to be... You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice job to block that uppercut. Good counter punching. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in a headlights.
Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go. It's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again, when your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You're fighting the swarmers. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter shot lands. don't want to trade shots. Insane action. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was off target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Big swing and a miss with the hook. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Get your mind back on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punch. Big hook throw, but it doesn't connect. Catch and shoot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Missed him with... Hold it right there! Stumbling around in potholes. And down goes the myth. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me that.
huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You'd like to see more jabs. They exchange punches. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here. On to the 6th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
The stamina is off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. Beautiful counter shot. And now going for the finish. Right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And the myth has been knocked down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it.
doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the...
And back.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes. You're switching off. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't... Back.
Come to me. Okay, now you've let him back into the fight that round. Switch on, switch on. You've been... Do your business. Parry your attacks.
continue. Listen to me. Are you okay?
What was that? What you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You got complacent. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Let's do it.
It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win the...
Let's fight.
Okay, now, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to switch back.
Let's go.
What you doing? Come on, get your head fixed up. Come on, be smart.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Yeah, are you duff? All the belts mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you, get ever so ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going no Paul for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose, it's the ESPC, beat them neatly, titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shot sling. I came from the 7 hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles, brother have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real, brave art man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his, been back from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give a brother whiplash, not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna showboat over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Lass. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins, go mad like Mike when they lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money, most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Here we have this bout. What a pleasure to... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They've elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Good counter punching. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. There's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Good counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Perfect counter shot. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they've got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was... There's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Back and forth they go. Think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both trying for a knockout. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch right up the middle. And he misses with that jab. They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with that jab. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Defense failed them. That bell could... Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter shot. Fighter's not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And we may see an early stoppage, and the myth has been knocked down. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The perfect counter lands. Tried to score with a jab. That counter shot lands. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw. Can make on to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time he throws throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, John?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice counter shot. Truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. Then they get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
He's been knocked down, but at least not... There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. Punch caught him clean. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. This is a very important break here. And we enter the 8th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes up to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to hold it right there. And the myth has been stopped. You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
Just wanna run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. Let's start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be. Just wanna run and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale. Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, the 1988 Olympic silver medal. And they'll be facing Fists of Fire from the United States of America.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now we toss it. This bout, these two have certainly... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That uppercut misses. Want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A perfect counter shot. He got out of the way of that right hook. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. He scores with the counter. Misses with that uppercut. Just misses with that left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. We know they've got the advantage, so... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch and just got countered. There was the defense. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Whoa, Johnny! Will the referee step in? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
And Fists of Fire goes down. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt that body punch right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. And there's the bell for round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? That will do it. They want no more. And that is that.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here.
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson. First up, he is the greatest of all time, Muhammad.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing in the red.
A lot of trash talk between these two. And there's the bell for round 1. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That hook scores. And he scores with the counter. The perfect counter lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Whoa, Johnny! An upset of the year perhaps right before our eyes. And Fist of Fire goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That right uppercut misses. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. They somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What a massive upset this would be. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs... The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Lucky that hook didn't score. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. These two were made for each other. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And right back. Did you see that? If there's anyone that... I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is... There's the bell for round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Do you believe this? The straight right just misses. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Swing and a miss with that hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Then they finish it. Saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for
very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... There's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Stumbling around in potholes. In serious trouble. Much better game plan here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Another scoring shot there. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this. Did you see that? They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fight.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Tried to land a left hook, but it was blocked. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Misses with the straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like an eternity for them. There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So the referee says, fight on. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
His stamina is off the charts. The right hook misses. Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Cardio was put in for this fight. It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. How is this fight still continuing? And down goes fists of fire. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. Up.
And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here